Why are you guys so uncool? What's with the silly costumes?
We're celebrating our 20 subscribers. What are subscribers?
They are our most loyal watchers.
Can I eat them?
No, Simon. You can't eat our subscribers. We need them to watch our videos.
Far out, Simon. You're an even bigger weirdo than I am.
And what's our next goal?
50 subscribers.
And what do we do then?
How about I show our subscribers my refrigerator when we reach that mark?
Oh, cool. Okay. To everyone watching our videos, subscribe and you'll see Simon's fridge.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hi, Dan.
Hello,
Hi,
Mr.
Danny.
Daniel.
Hey, Teach.
Nice to have you back. I heard you had lots of fun last week with Günther and Günther with you. That's good. That's the way it's supposed to be. Remember 2 weeks ago we talked about the present simple? I gave you a couple of rules. We'll have a look at part 2 in a moment, but right now I'd like to have a look at the test which I gave you 2 weeks ago. 8 questions. Remember those? The first one is Yuki love Simon. Is that correct? No, not quite. Remember, he, she, it needs an S. Or in German, he, she, it, das S muss mit. And Yuki is a she, which means you just add loves. Yuki loves Simon. And that's the correct answer. Number 2. Sven and Billy like each other. Again, just think of he, she, it. No, it's a they, because it's plural. There's 2 of them. Sven and Billy, which means we don't need an S. So we can just keep the verb the way it is. Sven and Billy like each other. Number 3. They often watch TV together. He, she, it? No, it's a they. So what do? We just keep it. They often watch TV together. That's the correct answer. Now we have Günther. He's alone, so it's a singular. Günther watch horror movies. He, she, it? Yes. So what we need is at least an S. Günther watches horror movies. Is that correct? Not quite. Remember the rules or the rule that I talked about 2 weeks ago? If the verb ends in SH, CH, O, SS, X, and Z, you have to add an ES. I also told you that it's a little difficult trying to remember this rule, so just try to pronounce it. Günther watches. Doesn't sound good, but Günther watches horror movies. Sounds perfect. So in this case, add an ES. Number 5, Billy like soccer. Again, just think of he, she, it. Yes, it's a he. So we add an S. Number 6, let's talk about Sven. Sven sometimes go for a walk. Not quite. He, she, it. Sven, yeah, it's a he. And the verb ends in an O. So what do? We add an ES. Sven sometimes goes for a walk. And that's the correct answer. 2 more to go. Number 7, Simon do his homework. He, she, it. Simon's a he. The verb ends in an O. So we add does. Simon does his homework. And the last one, number 8, Günther clean his room. Again, he, she, it. Yes, Günther's a he. So what do? We just add an S because this verb doesn't end in SHCHOSSX and Z. All we have to do is add an S. Günther cleans his room. Wonderful. So, how did you do? Any questions? How was it? If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, let's have a look at the second part of the present simple rules. In the first part, we had a look at how to conjugate the verbs, clean, cleans, watch, watches, and so on. In the second part, we'll have, amongst others, have a look at the verb to be. Sometimes you need to use the verb to be in a sentence. For example, I am good, you are good, they are good. Now, if you're using I, then you have to use am. If you're using you, we, they, the conjugation of to be is are. And if you're using he, she, it, the conjugation of to be is. And here again, he, she, it, you need to have an S. So the conjugation of to be in he, she, it is the only one using an S. So maybe that'll help you remember. She is good. He is good. I am good. So that's how you conjugate to be. What we also have to do is we have to learn how to conjugate have. Sometimes you need to use have in sentences. I have a car. You have a car. She has a car. In this case again, I, you, we, they uses have, and he, she, it uses a conjugation with an S, has. So she has a car, but I have a car. And one last very important thing to remember is that when you are using modal verbs, what are modal verbs? Modal verbs are, for example, shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, must, might. All of those verbs, when you're using those, you don't change the verb. So there's no he, she, it, you need an S. For example, she runs quickly. That's the normal way, you add an S. But if you're using a modal verb, she can run quickly, or she must run quickly, she will run quickly. We don't say she can runs. So whenever you're using a modal verb, you don't change the verb. It stays in the infinitive form. And what are modal verbs? It's a little difficult, I have to read it. Modal verbs show possibility, intent, ability, or necessity. So just think of these verbs, shall, could, can, could, and so on. And when you're using those with to be or with have, the verb doesn't change. Same thing, I have a car, she has a car, or but she could have a car, she must have a car. Whenever you're using modal verbs, don't change the verb. He, she, it doesn't apply to modal verbs. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you learned something. As usual, right here, I have my famous little test, which you can find on my website. The link is behind me or in the description below. If you'd like to, print it, solve it, and we will have a look at it together. And of course, there are more rules to the present simple. We also have negative sentences and question sentences. We'll look at these some other time, so don't worry. We still have lots to do. Until then, if you have any questions, just let me know, put them in the comment section, and I or my team will be happy to answer them. And as my team already said, let's see if we can reach 50 subscribers in the next couple of weeks, because then Simon will show you his refrigerator. I'm sure that'll be fun. I haven't seen it either, so I'd love to see it too. And what I'd also like to see is Günther wearing a hat and glasses. So let's see if we can do that. Until then, have lots of fun, take care, and enjoy life. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Okay. If we get 50 subscribers, I'll wear one of those dumb hats and glasses too. I just hope we don't.